Hey! Oh, sorry, did I scare you? I've been told I have that effect on people. I know. I can be kind of stealthy. That's what happens when you have six brothers and play a lot of hide and seek. Anyway, I came over here for a reason. What was it? Right, I wanted to see how you're making out with that history project. I still haven't really been able to decide on a topic, so. Right? I know. He's such a tough teacher. Like, his grading is so arbitrary. I swear he just gives his best grades to the girls who he likes the most, and then everyone else, eh. Depends how he's feeling. Maybe I shouldn't even bother putting any effort in. I'll probably just get a C anyway. Just like the last three projects. How are you making out with this class anyway? Oh, come on, I won't judge you. Tell me. Yeah, I guess that makes sense for you. Anyway, I was going for a jog this morning and I think I might have twisted my ankle or something, or maybe I just pulled a muscle in my calf. But I was thinking it would be really nice to have a massage. Not just my calf, too, because, God, my muscles are sore. Do you lift? Because when you do lifting on the regular, oh my God. That shit is killer. I mean, it burns in a good way, and it's like a good kind of sore, like you feel like you're making progress, but still, I could really go for a massage. Do you, happen to know anyone who's good at giving massages for ideally free? I was looking online and oh my God, the prices for a professional massage? It's insane. Like, I figure I could just find someone in our grade who's relatively good at it. I tried asking my older brother. Ugh. Let's just say it did not go well. No, worse than saying no. He said yes, and then proceeded to karate chop my back so hard that I have a bruise. And I don't bruise easy. I have tough skin. Anyway, learn from my mistakes. I'm not sure if I know. Do you have any siblings? Oh, right. Your family structure seems interesting, at least. Do your parents let you just be yourself? Yeah, it's a stupid, vague question. It's just, do you feel like that they love you for who you are and not the idea of who you are? Sorry, you know what? That was probably too personal. Just, just been going through a bit of a rough patch lately, and I'm not the greatest with emotions. Something about being raised just like a guy. Everyone makes you feel bad for feeling something, you know? Maybe it's just teasing, but anytime I cried as a kid, all of my brothers kind of got together to laugh. Even my twin. And he's usually a little better about that stuff, you know, because we were kind of stuck together from birth. Do you ever get that? In your life, I mean? People just seem to think it's hilarious that you act like a human being. Yeah, I get that. No, you're right. Teachers are the worst for that, too. It's like you're dealing with kids all day, but you can't stand when they have personalities and feelings. God. I'm just out here trying my best, but my best is never good enough, and I cannot wait to be graduated. What are you planning on doing once you're out of school? Mm-hmm. You know what? I guess I wouldn't have thought about that for you, but I can see it. What, me? Well, it may sound dumb, but I want to be a plumber. Yeah, why is usually the first question people ask. Of all the trades out there, why plumbing? And the answer is kind of long, but it's pretty simple. And it's that there's always work. There's always work for plumbers. There's always going to be plumbing. Always plumbing to be done. And you know what? I've always been told I have no sense of smell. I cannot tell when I'm stinked up from body odor, nor can I tell when anyone else is. I can't smell even a campfire right in front of me. When people talk about different things smelling nice or smelling bad, it's like it's all the same to me. And that's when I realized I would be perfect for some down and dirty work. Because it wouldn't bother me. I know, it's kind of weird. My sense of taste? Yeah, that is a good question. I've heard that too, like if you don't really have a sense of smell, then you can't taste things, but I don't know. It's hard to compare because I don't know what things taste like to other people, but food still has tastes to me. Though I will admit that I don't really dislike how things taste, like ever. I'm a big texture girl. If something has a bad texture, it doesn't matter how it tastes. I'm not eating that. Like a fussy baby. My brothers always made fun of me for not eating oatmeal. But it's sludge. I can't stand it. Well, I'm glad that you think so. What about you? Are there any foods you really just can't stand? Really? No, I'm not judging you. Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Maybe I really don't have a sense of taste because I didn't even realize that those things had distinctive flavors. I suppose the lesson we've all learned here today is that you probably shouldn't ask me to cook anything for you. Not that you would ever be in that position in the first place, but let's say I offer you a homemade treat, you should probably say no thanks. Well, I mean, unless my brother made it. My twin, he is so good at cooking. It's insane. He's been making dinner for the whole family. Family of 9, for years. And he loves doing it. He basically writes up our whole grocery list every week. I mean, that's kind of why he's my parents' favorite child. Not that they'd admit that, but it's true. He's definitely going to be a professional chef one day. Probably have his own restaurant, too. God. I'm kind of jealous. People always talk about him being, super good at this or that. And I'm literally his twin. No one ever talks about me like that. I'm always just told that I'd look nicer with longer hair. Ugh. That's the problem when you're born into a family of mostly guys. People just don't look at you quite right. They either treat you just like you're a boy or like you're a broken girl. And I'm neither. I'm me. And I'm perfectly happy the way I am. I like going for runs. I like playing soccer. I like going to baseball camp in the summer. But I'm still a girl. Being a girl is not dependent on liking girly things, you know? I guess I worry that people won't see me as a girl when it comes to... Never mind, sorry. No, really, it's nothing. I'm talking about relationships, you know? If there's somebody that I'm interested in, I'm afraid that if I tried to get close to them, they'd just assume, well, that I'm being their friend or their buddy. Guys, girls, it's all the same. People treat me basically like I'm an extra member to a sports team. And I get it, I'm sporty, but I'm more than that. I'm a human being, and I'd like to be invited out to do more than just swing a bat around or kick a ball. Though, if you want to swing a bat or kick a ball, I do want to be invited to that as well, alright? What sort of things would I like to do with people? Go shopping, I guess. I feel like shopping is considered girly, but you can shop for anything. Like, go to Home Hardware and go shopping, you know? Or you could go to the mall and look around. Or you could go to Hot Topic and look around. Or buy music, or... You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you can shop for, and for some reason, people never seem to think I'm interested in shopping. Like I'm not girly enough to like buying things. Ugh, I don't get it. Hey, maybe you and I could go shopping sometime. Do you like to make compulsive purchases? Me? Oh, yeah, definitely. God, my bank account is hurting. I try not to work during the school year so that I can focus on classes. So all of my money comes from summer jobs, and I burn through it so fast. I'm supposed to be saving for college, you know? Thankfully, being a plumber doesn't require nearly as much school as being, like, a lawyer or something. One of my younger brothers is so convinced he's going to be a lawyer. But I'll tell you the truth, he is not very smart. And he's a bit naive. Just gullible, you know? And sure, he's a younger kid, but still, I really, really doubt that he's got lawyer in him. Sorry, I've been prattling on about myself for so long. You probably think that I basically just came over here to talk at you. No, I just wanted to chat. You know I find you interesting, right? It's nice to talk to you, and you're a good listener, so... No, I'm serious. You are. Well, thanks. I'm glad you think so too. I get told I'm a bit of a blabbermouth. But you've never made me feel like that. Honestly, we should hang out more. Actually, what are you doing this weekend? Yeah, no, I didn't really have any ideas, but I'm open to suggestions. I mean, is it alright if it is just you and me hanging out? We can invite other people if you want. I didn't want to make you uncomfortable. Sorry, I'm making this awkward, aren't I? It would just be nice to have some one on one time, you know? You're a chill person, and sometimes hanging out can feel like a chore with people. It just drains you to be around people for a while. But, I don't know. Hanging out with you is a lot more relaxing. So it would just be a nice way to unwind after a long, long week of crappy history classes. I hope that I'm not too draining to be around. Again, I've been told that I can be. Oh, stop it. You're making me blush. Anyway, I have a question for you. Do you think I would look nicer if I had longer hair? Like, prettier, I mean. Really? You like the way I look now? Thanks. Just so you know, I really like your hair the way it is. No, I'm serious. It's nice. In fact, I mean, maybe this is weird, but could I touch it? Your hair? I've wondered what the texture's like, and obviously it's a bit of a weird thing to ask someone just out of the blue. But since we're on the subject, thanks. Alright. It's surprisingly soft. I like the way it feels between my fingers. Anyway, yeah, you have nice hair. That's all. I always feel like mine's so greasy and oily. I sweat so much. I get really insecure about how much I sweat. I mean, not that I'm gonna work out any less, but I've tried so many different deodorants and antiperspirants, but God, my shirts, the stains in the pits of those shirts, it's embarrassing. There's a reason I don't raise my hand during class. Do you, think that I have a weird sweaty smell, by the way? Like I said, I have absolutely no idea what I smell like. And it's just, I worry that people are too polite. So, be brutally honest. What do you think? How do I smell? You really don't have to just save my feelings. Are you buttering me up for something? Well, I'm glad there's at least one person who doesn't mind my girl stink. Don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna stop wearing deodorant anytime soon, even if it barely feels like it's working. Let me see how you smell, actually. But I'm gonna have to get pretty close to get an idea. From here, there's no smell at all, which is a good sign. I think I'm getting something. It's like soap. almost like dish soap. Do you wash dishes a lot or something? No, I know, my nose is garbage. Regardless, you smell clean. So that's a compliment. And you kind of smell like... I don't know, it's hard to describe. But it's nostalgic. Kind of reminds me of playing out in the park. You know that smell when you're running through the sand? Maybe it's just me. That's all to say that I like it. I like how you smell. Anyway, back to weekend plans. Did you want to go shopping or something? Or hey, you could come over to my place and we could just play soccer in the backyard. I'll tell my brothers to stay out of it because, oh God, if they get involved, it will be very competitive. And I'd prefer to just relax, stay casual. Not to mention, I would barely get a chance to actually talk with you. And that's the whole point. Yeah? You're interested? Cool. I guess I should probably head out, but I'll see you this weekend, okay? And feel free to message me anytime. Really, we should talk a lot more.